Shy L and Brian Bravo are upcoming artists that struggle with confidence, working side jobs, and chasing their dreams. With each new song they create, they meet characters that help them develop, gradually find confidence in themselves, and eventually end up on a high note with a platinum record. Ladies and gentlemen, the MASTERMINDS.
Where is this guy, man? Yo.
Hey, yo.
Where you at, man?
I'm on my way. Yeah, I know we're late. I'm gonna be there in a few seconds, like a minute, you know?
Yeah, okay, man.
Hey, yo, Linda.
¿Qué?
Come listen to my tunes, girl.
A ver.
I wanna be a rock star.
Veremos.
I need to be alone. Shakira, you put me out of my zone. I pray to Dios, girl, you gotta grow. Masterminds are on the road, gonna blow. Muchachota no tiene tiempo. Linda viene de México.
Okay.
Cuando llama me tiene preso.
You two met at a talent show. Can you tell me more about how the dream duo started making music together?
Yeah, we met at a talent show called the Night of Hope. It was through the Canadian Mental Health Association in 2014. I performed a spoken word piece. Brian performed a hip hop piece. But back then we actually didn't hang out together and make music together. There was actually a few years gap in between until I was reintroduced to Brian through another friend.
And then at that point, we just started doing a lot of freestyling and writing on separate occasions, but we were always in the same room. From then, we joined a group called the Mindful MCs, which we kind of worked on performances, and then from there, it branched out to us just being a duo.
Now you guys are coming out with an album. You're releasing song by song, and it's all going together. What inspired this album?
It's called Confianza. Confianza? Did I pronounce that?
Yeah, Confianza, which is confidence in English.
Yes. Is it Spanish?
Yeah, it has a mix of Spanglish, so Spanish and English. As my background roots are Ecuadorian.
Yeah, I've been adopted by the Latino community. My dad is Jamaican, my mom's from Finland. But I've been hanging out with Brian, his cousins, and there's a lot of Latino people in this area too. I've been hanging out here the last few years and picking up some Spanish.
So tell me more about this album. So it's got Spanglish?
Spanglish, yes.
Spanglish. Tell me a bit more about that.
Yeah, so the idea kind of basically starts off as us kind of working our way, as first kind of being nervous, how to get introduced into this music, where we slowly start building our confidence throughout the songs, which kind of introduces the idea of us eventually making it to the end, which we kind of eventually become confident with ourselves, we win a platinum, and that is the goal.
Well, I hope that happens for you guys. So do the music videos reflect that? Because I know that you've come out with a music video for Linda, for example. Are all the music videos going to have common elements that kind of fit together?
Yes. We have right now our themes are kind of the party-ish theme. If you want to say a little bit more about it.
We really don't take ourselves too seriously. We like to make fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
Life is short, so we keep our stuff humorous and lighthearted. And I think it goes with the whole idea of being struggling artists on this path who've dealt with mental health issues. This life can be really heavy and overwhelming, so we like to keep things light as much as we can. And all these videos are going to be shot by the same guy because we really click with Manolo at Shot by Third Eye. He's really on the same page as us, and we even had an Easter egg in our next video that's coming out on Friday that relates to our first video. So yeah, they're all going to be connected in different ways.
Yep.
Now, are you playing yourselves? Because I know you're featured in all of the videos, well, at least the ones that I've seen. Are you going to be featured in all of the videos, and are you playing yourself or a version of yourself?
We play kind of like ourselves, but at the same time we take it very comedic, so it is a version of ourselves. We are planning on being in every video, at least for this project we are.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that this touches on mental health. What exactly, in regards to mental health, are you really touching on anything specific or just in general?
I think this actually is more in general. Like our last group we were in, the Mindful MCs, that was much more specific. Like we had a song called Depression. We had a song called Mentally Healthy. This is more like we're struggling artists. We deal with, anxiety, depression, all these doubts that we can achieve our dreams. And the songs just kind of track our journey of how we overcome those mental health issues and doubts and that kind of thing with really like joyfulness and
joyfulness,
dancing. Like, like
it's like a therapeutic dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any artists who you pulled from when creating this album?
Orishas is one. We had some Bad Bunny inspiration too. I would say. You listened to Joyner Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a really unique project though so far. Like I can't think of anybody's sound that it sounds a lot like. I'd say they're more like minor influences as opposed to like, because there's a group called Orishas that we were told by our director has a similar sound to us, but we don't listen to them. We've never even we checked some of it out afterwards, so we're really doing our own thing so far, creating our own sound mostly. But yeah, those are all like artists that we look up to that he mentioned.
What do you hope to achieve with your music?
I guess a lot of just joy, and for us it's kind of like our therapy. Really, it's like when something's on our mind and we just want to express it. This is our way of expression of how to get what we want to say out there in either positive and good headspace. We work with a producer called D-Menace Music, who really guides us on how to take the direction sometimes, and sometimes we just bring him a project. And it's honestly such a great feeling. It's like so relieving sometimes just to get on that microphone and to get exactly what you're thinking out there.
For sure. And for me, like a huge dream of mine has been to go on tour. So I'm really hoping that this project can lead to a tour in South America. We're getting more of our music shared over there and more connected in the Latino community here. So that would be amazing to go on tour over there and really live the music dream like at the highest level.
Yeah.
What has been your feedback that you've received about your songs that you've released and songs in the past?
You want to tell them about your uncle, actually?
Sure, I was going to say you can go for it because you're always showing me these messages of all these positive things people say. Yeah, sure, I can start this though. My uncle is a multiple Grammy award-winning artist, and he's been giving very positive feedback. He just said the other day, like, the second I turn on one of your guys' songs, I know it's you right away. He's like, it doesn't remind me of anything else. And he said, that's a good thing. And my dad's also very accomplished. He's given really positive. I mean, the feedback, it means a lot from everybody, but when we get feedback from people who are like at that level, like we're like, thank you. Like, we really appreciate that.
We had, like my mom, for example, she's one of my biggest like influences. She's always listening. My dad too. So I remember when we first, I'll share this story. When I first played a Spanish song for my dad that we did together called Bandida, he sent me a video where he was like in tears and he was so proud, and he just there like, I love this. This is beautiful. And he is like drinking wine. He has some tears in his eyes. But it was a really beautiful moment. But at the same time, like the feedback and the way that everyone just expresses themselves.
It's been overwhelmingly positive. I think we only have 2 dislikes on in the video. I don't even know if anybody's given us negative feedback in person. Like it's been over.
Yeah, it's been.
I guess that mean we're not famous enough yet. We haven't got the haters yet.
Well, it's super catchy, and of course you guys are getting so many compliments. It's definitely like something you can dance to. All of your songs are very like upbeat and positive, especially during a time where it's a little bit of a negative environment with COVID-19. People need something to lift their spirits, and I feel like your music does exactly that. It's so positive, so uplifting. Can you tell me some of the ideas behind each music video that you've released so far? And maybe an upcoming one.
Well, I'm just gonna follow up with what you were saying. Is that was one of the inspirations too that we're kind of going in this direction was because of the whole pandemic. Well, we live fairly close to each other, so we're always working in my back of my garage, but which is our studio, and it's really influenced us to like create a positive sound to kind of work around and kind of help uplift and inspire people too.
Yeah, and then with the music videos, sort of you asked like what is the concept behind each one?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one we wanted to have some fun with it because the story of this album is right where these struggling artists have to work these odd jobs. So like Brian Bravo's dad has a painting company that he's worked for like what, many years on and on?
Many years since he's the owner of the company. He's worked there for a long time.
Yeah. So we had an idea like, okay, let's just pretend in this video that we're both painters. He didn't have to pretend because he had no experience, and and we're gonna go to this house to do a job, and then when they leave, we're gonna have a party and like perform our song. That was kind of the concept with that. And then there's kind of a cliffhanger ending where it's like, oh, did that really happen, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Maybe it did. If his dad.
The next video.
If you lived experience with that, was the party part also lived experience?
Well, that was actually a big party. That was lived experience too.
Yeah, we partied a lot, but I don't think we've ever partied at somebody's house we were working a job at.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Our next one that we're working on.
Yeah.
Our next one that we already have recorded that's going to be released soon is basically called Miese for that one. It's about a guy that comes to the home. We're trying to have a good time. He kind of like opens up the fridge. He's always taking the juice. He's always trying to like get out with the girls, but instead he scares them away. And he's that type of like person at the party that's like everyone's like, okay, like back off.
And that's been me before.
Yeah. And so I've also been that before too. So.
And people, we've known in our lives. Yeah, it's a funny concept. It's about a guy who's like the ultimate moocher. Yeah, but it's like deep down, I don't know. He has a good heart, or he's a little talented, or there's something you like about him, so you kind of keep him around. But then it's just like, okay, eventually everybody starts to catch on to the mooching, and they're just like, okay, like enough.
Yeah, Miese took my juice. Took my juice.
Miese took my juice.
I feel like everyone knows someone like that, and you're like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so another question I have for you is, who is currently on your playlist on high rotation?
That's a good question.
Oh, I already know that.
Serious?
Yeah, Coda the Friend is one of my favorite artists. He's a hip hop artist that has a very jazzy sound. I like Joyner. I like Amy. I like me some Amy Winehouse. I listen to Amy Winehouse a lot.
I listened to her yesterday.
It's still Mac Miller. How about you, man?
Yeah, Mac Miller is one of them for me. I go from Eminem right now. T-Pain is also right there. I mean, Royce the 5'9" is on my playlist right now. I've been listening to a lot of Dram, Justin Bieber too, recently too. What else have I been listening to? Shakira, I've been listening to a lot of Shakira recently, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bob Marley is always there for me too, because my dad is Jamaican and grew up with his music, so he's always part of the playlist.
Now, so if you could open up a tour for anyone, who would it be? Because you listed a lot of artists.
that would be
some
dope.
of them
Shakira?
are dead, so maybe not those ones. But if it could be anyone who's currently alive, who would be your dream person to open for? It's a hard question.
Well, yeah, because of the style of music we're doing, like Shakira, I think we go with
Shakira.
that. Shakira would be super cool.
Yep.
Or Carlos Santana. Ooh,
Carlos Santana.
Santana.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, somebody just told you, or Linda reminded him of Carlos Santana.
Yeah. Funny thing about Shakira is actually that was the first concert I saw when I was growing up, and she was the first person I saw like on stage, and I was a little kid. I'm like, wow, this is so incredible.
Do you have a favorite song by her?
I like Rabiosa. Yeah, I think I like that one. Loca is another good one. You know what's the one that we're always listening to? Hips Don't Lie.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
I like the one she did with Wyclef Jean. I don't even know what it's called. I just remember the Shakira. Oh no, that's the same song. Yeah, but it's Still Lie. Right.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was actually my first album as well. So it was the first album I ever got, and
Would you look at that?
I played it a lot. I loved everything about it. It was beautiful. So when writing the song Linda, how did you pull from lived experience? Is Linda real? Is Linda a real person? Because I know your last music video that you're mentioning, that you kind of pulled from experience of the ultimate moocher. So do you have a person like Linda?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, one day, Shael comes up to me and he's like, we're basically talking about a girl who kind of thinks that you're cute, but doesn't want to like
believe that you're actually gonna go somewhere with the music. She's like, they're kind of cute, your songs, but you're not really gonna make it. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna do it.
You're so cute with your little like microphones and your stuff, but you're not gonna be big. You're not gonna achieve your dream, kind of thing. It's kind of the.
So basically, we got my roommate Melanie to jump on. She did all the Spanish ad-libs vocals, so she kind of starts off like, okay, yeah, let's hear what you got. What kind of music you got? And then by the end of it, she said, "Oh, Masterminds, I love you guys." Yeah.
So are there any other songs where you're pulling from lived experience of certain personalities?
For person, yeah.
I guess Miese, we played ourselves sober. But really, we were in party mode because we were kind of like when we used to party and do our freestyling together, hanging out.
I honestly feel like every song that we've written, pulls from experience. Yeah. We haven't released too many yet. We've got 3 released, but we've got some saved up. We're planning to release some a little more frequently than usual because we were a bit backlogged. We want to give our fans some more music, but I think because we have a song
that you mentioned about LCDO and how that was low for you.
Exactly, yeah. I mentioned about I used to be addicted to alcohol and alcoholic. I talk about that, and the other song we're working on, Platinum, we talk about some of our like anxiety and mental health struggles, and
Suave, we talk about being smooth when we're not really that smooth.
He's smooth.
Do you have a dream collaboration? Is there anyone who you feel like would really mix well with your music and sound amazing with? Anyone at all?
Would you tell me Pharrell?
Pharrell would be amazing in general, but if we're talking about the Masterminds as we are now, wow. Maybe some like Daddy Yankee, or somebody like big, like with a really commercial sound could be cool to go over.
I really been digging Bad Bunny's flows a lot.
Yeah, he's dope.
And I've been actually really connecting with his music too, as an artist and as a visual guy. I really like his music videos too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So with your music, I'm getting a lot of like Spanish vibes, some hip hop vibes. If you could perform, if it wasn't COVID, and you could perform this album at any venue, which venue do you think would suit your album, your style of music right now?
Does it have to be within Canada?
Any venue in the world.
Okay.
Well, if it was in Toronto, I would love to perform at Harbourfront.
Yeah.
Because I grew up watching my dad play huge shows. I saw some great artists I really like there. It's a really nice vibe with the water in the background, and it's like you can't play on that main stage unless you're somebody. So that would be dope. Or even Dundas Square if we're talking Toronto. But yeah, we're talking like big, somewhere in South America. But I don't know the names of any venues there.
Yeah, we want to go to South America. We don't know exactly which venue, but I think we're just kind of thinking whatever comes first, and whatever is, I guess, going to be fun.
Work our way up.
Yeah, work our way up from there.
Do you feel like the COVID-19 quarantine has affected your music in any way? Maybe given you more time to work on specific things? Maybe kind of hindered you from performing at certain venues?
Well, we used to do a lot of performances before then. So, and it's been a blessing in a way because it's given us the opportunity to kind of work on more of the studio crafting of things instead of the performance crafting. Which will also come to. But we've been working heavily during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just did our first performance together. It was on live TV. There wasn't an audience, but it's our first time like performing in front of cameras or on a stage.
As a duo, yeah.
As a duo for Masterminds. Yeah, I think COVID helped me actually a lot to find my sound and just grind and get better because there was just less stuff to do. So I just focused even more on the music, and we worked a lot on songs. During that time too, but I'm just so ready for it to be over. I can't wait to get back to perform because with the Mindful MCs, we used to perform usually at least once a month, sometimes 2 or 3 times a month. So we really miss like those interactions with the fans and everything.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite song on your album, and which is it and why?
That's a good one, actually.
I feel like they're probably all so close to your heart, and you're like, it's a tricky one.
It keeps changing because we're getting better with each new one that we make.
I think right now we do the remix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
So we have a remix that we put together for one of the tracks, and I think that one is very special to us because it's been an eye opener, and also just the sound of it has been incredible.
Yeah.
So
and we got a dope feature.
We got a sick feature on that too.
Yeah.
Little new elements
Keys
to
Phantasma. Shout out.
Yeah, Keys Phantasma, yeah. He did some incredible Spanish speaking, building, and it was very playful too. Like it makes you dance, it makes you groove. Yeah. Definitely that.
What do you hope to give to your audience when they listen to your music? Do you hope to give them kind of like more happy vibes? Do you hope to kind of like cheer them up? Do you hope to make them dance?
All those things.
All those things. And we try to keep it as real as possible, as close to our own like heart and identity.
That too. Yeah, each song we're working on being more real than the last one.
Yeah.
Which direction do you think you can see your music heading in the future?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I see it becoming more commercial, at least for a phase, while we're building our audience and getting more fans. So I see us doing some like reggaeton stuff and maybe a little bit more pop, but like still the Spanglish type of stuff too.
I noticed that something that we're always trying to keep within our roots is always trying to grow and trying to adapt and try new styles of music too, and just be playful and have fun with it too. So yeah, adapting and growing. Yeah, a big part of that.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to your fans as we head out?
Masterminds on a roll, gonna blow.
Stay tuned. Lots of music is coming. Yeah. Music videos are on the way. We've been grinding.
Yeah.
So get hyped.
Get hyped. We've been putting a lot of fun and our heart into this.
Oh, and this Friday at 8 p.m. we're dropping our music video for Miese. Yeah, get hyped for that one. We put a lot into it. We think it's even better than our Linda music video.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to check it out. Thank you for joining me on Inbox with Julia Cosby.
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for watching Inbox with Julia Cosby on TAG TV.
Every time that I wanna get loose, I open up the fridge, see my essay, took my juice, okay? Para ese que es descarado, ¿cuántas veces te lo vas a trago? But every time we wanna celebrate, pop a bottle, but my essay took my champagne, okay? Para ese que es descarado.